Stop by me before you leave tonight. Each child gets one of these at that ring.
There's a little, something to remember. I didn't get to ask for questions. These are much better. A little bit audio. And remember, you may take pictures, but no flash. Very softly, I'm going to tell you what you're going to see. You're going to see them making circles. Do you see them making circles right there? They're going to make 3 circles. And they're doing that because they're not strong enough to shoot straight up. So they're using those circles like we use these stairs to come up to gain altitude. And as more come out, they're going to create this vortex, like a little bat tornado. And it helps the ones from the bottom come up higher. Can you smell it? All of those wings stirring the air are just bringing up the smell of the ammonia in the base of the tunnel.
That is cool.
Be on the lookout. Oh, I forgot to ask you. We don't know how many we have right now, so I need some of you to count them, please, okay? Let's start counting. And be on the lookout for some albino bats. We have some bats with white wings and a light brown body. A true albino is pretty rare, but we do have bats that are almost albino with white wings, and it's still early enough that you should be able to see them. We've been going up over the trees. The bats come in and out of both ends of the tunnel, and sometimes we'll see them coming from the other end in the sky. Can you hear the tips of their wings touching?
Wow.
They're going to find all the food they need within a 35-mile radius because it's been a really good rainy season for them. So there's lots of insects, but it is getting late in the year. A lot of insects are going to ground, or if they're migratory, they're migrating. And so the food supply, while still good, is not as good as it was earlier this summer. This location is called a pseudo-maternity colony, meaning that the residents are females who are going to have baby bats, but because the tunnel temperature goes up and down too much, it's not a good place for the babies to be born, so they don't have their babies here. They go to Bracken Cave or a cave near Mason, Texas, and that's where they have their babies. That's where they keep them and nurse them and take care of them until they're old enough to start hunting on their own. And when they get old enough to start hunting on their own, and the mothers lead them here to their primary roost, the mother's primary roost, and this becomes that young bat's primary roost. This is where that bat learns to hunt. This is where he learns how to be a bat. This is where he practices his flying skills. We've got some coming closer to us. And for our Mexican freetail, who is a migrator, this is where he's going to learn his migration path down to Mexico. And then hopefully we will get her back the next year. Our males tend to go off to bachelor colonies, and our females tend to come back here. How are my counters doing? Y'all doing okay? This tunnel is on the migration path for bats, And so we believe we're already getting some bats that had gone south for the winter to be coming back north now. I'm sorry, the northern bats to be going down south. And we always have some bats here, and we believe that it might be bats from the far north that get here and they decide this is nice enough. So they're going to stay with us over the winter. But the bats from this area are going to keep going south down to Mexico. And in the spring, in March, then they'll come by here and rest here a couple of days as they're going on their way north. You know, bats are so beneficial in so many ways. But I do want to tell you about the one thing that I want you to always be careful about. Because bats are mammals, they are susceptible to rabies. But when a bat gets rabies, it gets it very differently than other mammals do. It affects a different part of their brain. They will not go into a frenzied, aggressive state. They will slow down, acting very unbat-like behaviors, like being out during the day, flying slowly, flying low to the ground, being on the ground. And what makes them a danger with rabies is the number. Less than half of 1% of any group may have rabies. So that doesn't sound very scary until, again, we think there's 3 million bats in this tunnel alone. There's 11 other species of bats in this area. Within a 300-mile radius of us, within the next 20-30 minutes, there are going to be over 100 million bats flying. And that's when we have to respect the danger of rabies. So we tell you, if you see a bat out during the day, if you see a bat flying slowly, if you see a bat on the ground, either dying or dead, do not touch it. It may not have rabies, but we have no way of knowing. If it's injured, if it's dying, and you pick it up, it's going to do what any living being will do, try to defend itself. And you might get bitten, and you might get scratched. And if it does have rabies, now you're in danger. So, if you see a downed bat, contact an adult and let them know so that that adult can either deal with it safely or call an animal service agency that can come and take that bat, so that it won't be a danger to you or to any other animal that might eat it. I haven't seen any here, but we've got hawks in the area that come by to have dinner, and they are a natural predator to our bats. So they come through, they fly by, and have a bat or two for dinner. As it gets darker, there's an owl that hunts here. We have raccoons down in the creek bed waiting for them. We have snakes that are natural predators to bats. Feral cats, possums, ringtails are all natural predators to bats. And while we love our bats, our other animals have to eat too, and that's just the way they're designed. That's that food chain.